Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or struggled to recall a name just moments after hearing it? You're not alone. Forgetting is a universal experience, but what if I told you that understanding why we forget can actually help us remember better? In this video, we'll uncover the secrets of memory, explore fascinating new research on why we forget, and give you science-backed strategies to improve your memory, starting today. Stick around until the end for a surprising bonus tip that could revolutionize the way you retain information. How memory works, the brain's filing system, to understand why we forget. Let's first break down how memory works using a simple analogy. Imagine your brain as a giant library. Each book represents a memory, and the librarian in your brain organizes and retrieves information when needed. However, just like a library, sometimes books get misplaced, damaged, or even lost. The key players in this system are encoding, storage, and retrieval. 1. Encoding. This is when your brain takes in information, like a librarian cataloging new books. If you're distracted or uninterested, the librarian might not file the book properly, making it harder to find later. 2. Storage. Once encoded, memories move into short-term or long-term storage. Think of short-term memory as a book left on a desk. It's accessible, but not permanent. Long-term memory, on the other hand, is like a book safely stored on a shelf. 3. Retrieval. When you need to remember something, your brain searches for the book. If it's well organized and placed in the right section, you can find it easily. But if it's misfiled or the label has faded, retrieving the memory becomes difficult. Now, let's dive into the main culprits behind why we forget. The brain's natural cleanup, why forgetting is necessary. Your brain is not designed to remember everything. In fact, forgetting is a natural and necessary process. A study from 2023, published in Nature Neuroscience, found that the brain actively prunes unnecessary information to avoid cognitive overload. This process, called synaptic pruning, ensures that only the most relevant information is retained. Think of it like decluttering your closet. You remove old clothes to make room for new ones. The same happens in your brain. Unused or irrelevant memories are discarded to make space for new, important information. Interference, when old and new memories clash. Another major reason we forget is interference, when old and new information compete with each other. There are two types. Proactive interference. Old memories interfere with new ones. Example, if you've been driving an old car for years and then switch to a new one, you might still instinctively reach for the old controls. Retroactive interference. New memories disrupt old ones. Example, if you recently learned a new password, you might struggle to recall the previous one. A 2024 study from the Journal of Cognitive Psychology revealed that reducing distractions and taking short breaks while learning new information can help minimize interference and enhance retention. The role of sleep in memory retention. You've probably heard that sleep is crucial for memory, but how does it actually work? During sleep, especially deep sleep, the brain consolidates memories, essentially organizing and reinforcing them. A groundbreaking 2024 study from Harvard University found that people who took short naps after studying retained 30% more information compared to those who stayed awake. Sleep acts as a save button for your brain, transferring memories from short-term to long-term storage. So, if you're struggling to remember something, don't pull an all-nighter, get some sleep instead. How to improve your memory. Science-backed strategies. Now that we know why we forget, let's explore powerful techniques to boost memory retention. 1. The power of spaced repetition. Instead of cramming information all at once, space out your learning. Studies show that reviewing material at increasing intervals, for example, after 1 hour, then 1 day, then 1 week, strengthens memory. 2. Use mnemonics and visualization. Memory champions swear by mnemonic devices and visualization techniques. For example, if you need to remember a grocery list, imagine yourself walking through a familiar place and placing each item in a different room. The stronger the imagery, the easier it is to recall. 3. The role of exercise and diet. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, improving memory. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon and walnuts, have been linked to better cognitive function. Avoiding excessive sugar and processed foods can also prevent memory decline. 4. Reduce stress and practice mindfulness. Chronic stress releases cortisol, which can damage memory-related brain structures like the hippocampus. Meditation and mindfulness practices help lower stress and improve focus, making it easier to encode and retrieve memories. 5. Write it down and teach someone else. Writing things down reinforces memory by engaging multiple senses. Teaching someone else what you've learned further solidifies the information in your brain. The memory palace technique. As a bonus, here's a technique used by memory champions. The memory palace, or method of Lozar. This method involves associating information with specific locations in a mental palace that you're familiar with. By mentally walking through this space, you can retrieve memories more easily. For example, if you're trying to remember a speech, imagine yourself walking through your house, placing each key point in a different room. When it's time to recall the speech, mentally walk through your house and pick up each point. This technique has been used for centuries and remains one of the most powerful memory-boosting tools. Forgetting is a natural part of life, but by understanding how memory works and applying these strategies, you can significantly improve your ability to remember. Whether it's through better sleep, reducing distractions, or using visualization techniques, you have the power to enhance your memory starting today. Which memory technique are you going to try first? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more science-backed tips on improving your mind and body.